Hello, and welcome to another update video about DOT. We take a look at the Polkadot chart, and first we start here on the daily time frame, and you can see that DOT continues to move in a sideways range. So we are moving above the red line at around 360 and below the green line located at around $12.20, and this is our local range. And there are many ways how this could unfold, to be honest. At the moment, we're in the lower boundary, close to the lower boundary line of the range, and obviously from here, the reward to risk ratio for a possible long trade is better than it will be up here, right? But the problem is a lot of people will only get interested in this chart once we have rallied all the way to the top, right? And then it's typically too late. Now, I don't say that this is a great setup, but it depends on your strategy. Now, from an Elliott wave point of view, we don't have a 1-2 setup, so we have pretty low confidence in a breakout to the upside. At least the probabilities are not clear. I think there's a good chance we go higher, though, because we're very close to that key support, which has provided support in October 23, in July 24, or rather August 24 it was, and in November 24, and now again. Yeah. Can I rule out one more low? No, but as long as the market doesn't break and sustain below 360, the overall range remains intact. Yeah. So we have really well-defined parameters here, but the problem is, apologies, within the range, we're just moving in very choppy and overlapping structures. So it's not really clearly bullish. That's what I can tell you, but that's the structure, right? So I cannot, from a structural point of view, I don't have an upside impulse. And eventually any rally could easily break down again because we're moving in corrective structures. However, there is a chance to go higher either in yellow wave E of a triangle. So I'm tracking here potential triangle that is labeled A, B, C, D, and then just needs a lower high in an E wave. And then it can break down. So this E wave is a potential local uptrend that could be unfolding. Or we can also, because it's a triangle that we're tracking here, we can also see it the other way around, that it's a triangle that breaks out to the upside, then in a B wave with a C wave rally to come. So the B wave is the triangle, and then a C wave up. And within the B wave, we have an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, a D wave, and an E wave. So only to the opposite side of the E wave, we would expect the breakout. So you can see there's a lot of uncertainty at the moment in the markets. I'm leaning towards the count that allows still for one more high. But we have to see how the market is structured, or how the structure develops with the next rally. I think that we're close to a bounce, probably. I think we're close to a rally. Just want to make that very clear. Can I rule out one more low? No, but I think we are close to a bounce of sorts, and then the structure of that will tell us more. If it's impulsive, it might be a wave one of a C wave, right, to the upside. I do not expect all-time highs, however. So I do not expect all-time highs. That doesn't mean it couldn't happen. It certainly can, but at the moment I'm thinking in terms of reward and risk, and it's certainly not a short trade setup here that I see. From a long trade point of view, I mean, yeah, maybe if you're interested in trading the range, but then it needs to be part of your trading plan, of course. But it would be something for range traders at the moment. And then from a bullish point of view, I mean, there is no clear outlook for really rising prices long term, but I could see it get into the blue target area, possibly between 1240 and 2650. Now let's take a look at the shorter time frame for DOT. Oops, I don't think I've got it open actually. Oh, there it is, the other one. And here you can clearly see I am tracking these corrective structures in this triangle to the upside. Again, it's not clear yet which one it's going to be. Is it the bearish or the bullish triangle? But in the very short term, I provided a support area to you between $4.07 and $4.66. The market reacted to it, and we're already rallying. However, I'm not convinced that the low is in already. At least if it is, it's not very clear yet. And I don't really have a very clear microstructure here, what this is. Could be anything, really. I'm labeling this currently as a B wave rally in a larger B wave. So A wave down, B wave up, C wave down in a larger B wave. Has the B wave already bottomed? I mean, it's certainly possible. That's why I always say once the levels have been reached, and we see a nice reaction, it's possible we've bottomed, but there is no impulse. You could identify potentially 5 waves up, but I want to see a little bit more action. For now, I think because of all the fake outs we've seen across the sector in the local range, there is a good chance we test support again. But I have to say it's performed quite well over the last few days. It's held up quite well, especially compared to some other cryptocurrencies. But I need to see a little bit more action to really say that, yeah, we are moving up in that C wave. And to be honest, the microstructure is pretty unclear. I mean, it's just especially here on the micro level. The support area is clearly defined, and the swing high from February as well. That needs to be overcome in order to unlock really that next rally. Then the next resistance will be around 650, but there's a lot of work needed. We're just talking about some microstructures here. A lot of work is needed to really confirm something more bullish, unfortunately. We have to be patient here. But the levels are clear, and I'm leaning for higher prices, especially as long as we're holding above $4.07. That's the update about DOT. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.